participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Volunteers will put total leather and we'll get started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Wants to throw on third. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown Wolverines. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Wide open on the right. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Powers through, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vols! The extra point here would tie the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up in the touchdown.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Zings it complete to the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expected him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in.
Turning it on! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The run to the left. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Give to the running back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way.
Takes a grab past the marker. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the ground game. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do, right?
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Wolverine. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here is the Tennessee offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think
Nice move, creates some space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team. Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Hard running there. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. This This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Down here close on the goal line, you got to have great timing, and there was no hesitation by the quarterback. As soon as he saw his target open up, he fired that football in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Gets away from one. He's got space. Hits him with a stiff arm. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Pressure coming. And the defense got him at the 27.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces. They force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give from the gun. Runs through a tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Making side adjustments here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This time it's complete. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes, and he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Look out, he's got room. Sprinting away. The 50. At the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside. Got the sack on the play.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was trying to get that return going instead. He'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a...
There he goes! Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Vols are marching down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the easy one to the back. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown ball. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to get him down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yard.
Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They punt it away on 4th down. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the ground with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Now on second down. Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Finds a man by himself. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Direct snap. Fighting off the defender. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snap it to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. When you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete, now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Lots of room to run. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Looking for the time with the extra point. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Hills start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. He'll take it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tennessee. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squiver inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. So here comes the Michigan offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the gun, the Gill looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They're going to ride this running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick pass and catch, good enough for the 1st down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Rhodes. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air on 1st down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. He can't find his man seconds left.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed to stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late.